Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Monster Chappie. We're here for a nice offensive tip for you guys out of the New Orleans Saints playbook. The formation we're in is pistol bunch tight end, and the play we're going to be looking at is Saints flood. Now, this play right away you're going to notice has a lot of similarities to PA Fork. Like I said, this is one of the most popular playbooks and one of the most popular schemes, one of the most popular formations in the game this year. And especially out of the Saints playbook, got a lot of options. You got like verticals, a lot of good stuff. Anyways, very, very popular formation, very, very popular playbook, and for good reason. Like I said, this play is just nasty, and I have not seen too many people, if anybody, run this this year, but definitely something you can add to an already very, very stacked formation. So sorry for you guys that already hate this formation. You are going to hate it a little bit more after this video. Sorry about that, but we'll try to get some defensive tips coming up too. But anyways, first thing you're going to notice is there's a lot of similarities to PA Fork, which is one of the most popular plays this year. Dobson's route, exactly the same. Gronk's route, almost exactly the same, like 99% the same. It's the same route, it just works a lot more effectively from this play, Saints flood. I don't know why, he gets way more open, way more often. And then Amendola's route here, if you notice, it's a couple yards short of the 20. And then if you look at it on PA Fork, it goes a little bit past the 20. So on the PA Fork, it's, about 11, 12-yard route. And then on Saints flood, it's about an 8-yard route or so, or 7 or 8, 9 maybe. And then the only hot route I like to really make is to either smart route him or I run the play stock. Really not a lot of adjustments. So you can quick snap this too. So if you're playing somebody that's trying to set up elaborate blitzes or elaborate coverages or anything like that, you can quick snap them to death with this play right here. So again, just one adjustment. So you really can get to the line really quick. Really nice. Anyways, so that's pretty much how the play is going to look most of the time. Against zone defense, this is how you always want to run it. Against man defense, you can run it stock. Like I said, so most of the time, you're probably going to be smart route and circle here. But anyways, against man, your main reads are going to be Edelman, Amendola, and Gronkowski. Now, again, like I said, against man coverage, you don't have to smart route Amendola. He's going to get open. Oh, that was a glitchy play. That was weird. Anyways, we'll run it again. You will hopefully see different results here. That's usually what happens. He'll get wide open, get about 5 yards. Now, the guy covering the running back will often come and hit him, and if you're playing somebody that's decent, they might use it. But we've got other options. Got your boy Gronk right there on the outside. I meant to mention two things I got to mention before we dive any further. You want a big wide receiver on the outside, like tall, athletic, fast, good catching, your face catching wide receiver, pretty much. That's going to be Dobson for the Patriots. But, if you're playing mud or something, get Calvin or Chris Matthews, Vincent Jackson, anything like that. Mike Evans, you're going to be good to go. And then everything else pretty much don't matter. Good athletic, fast wide receivers are going to be nice to have in these two spots, as they're going to be getting catches, and they're going to be able to get a lot of yards after the catch. Halfback doesn't matter at all, as long as they can catch the ball somewhat decently. But whenever we throw to him, he's going to be wide open anyway. So, like I said, not a big deal. Tight end, doesn't matter. Quarterback, doesn't matter. But one thing I want to point out is when you hike the ball, you need to stop the drop back, because the drop back on this play is awful. Look at this. He does like a crazy pump fake animation, and it takes like 1.5 seconds or 2 to like complete this animation. Like, I'll show it again. Look at this. 1. That's almost like a second and a half. That's a huge amount of time in Madden. So what you want to do to stop that is when you hike the ball, just go ahead and move the left stick to the right or the left, and that'll prevent that from happening altogether. You don't even have to worry about it. So that time we'll move the left stick to the left. This time we'll move it to the right. Really doesn't make a difference, but it will prevent that drop back. And as you can see, it just saves you a whole bunch of time. Now, this route to Amendola can be pressed. If it's not pressed, it's even better. But what you want to do is actually precision this to the right. And the reason you want to do that is because for some reason, if you don't, they like throw it behind them a lot. Like they often throw the ball behind them, and it's really glitchy. I don't know why, but like for some reason, the dude will do it like every time. He'll throw it like behind him where he can't really get any yards after the catch. He'll still get the catch usually, but sometimes he'll throw it so far behind, like the receiver can't even get his hands on the ball. So make sure you precision this to the right. That way he can catch it in stride and pick up a decent amount of yards. And like I said, this corner route is going to abuse man coverage just about every single time. You don't have to precision that. You can precision it outside. You can precision it down if you want. It really doesn't matter. Now, Dobson, say you're killing him with this route to Amendola here. We'll go ahead and kill him if we can get this dude to not come in untouched every time. For whatever reason, Davis is just not getting blocked on this play. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, so this time this guy doesn't want to come blocked. Oh my gosh, practice mode can be very frustrating. Do not let it get you upset, because the just block sheds and things of that nature will get absolutely crazy in practice mode. But as you can see, you start killing them with that. Like I said, even if you smart route them 15 yards downfield, I'm going to spy a couple of these dudes to make sure we get time in the pocket, just so you guys can for sure see it, so we don't have to keep running it over and over. There we go. He's going to beat man every time. It really doesn't matter. So what happened is, maybe your opponent's like, all right, I'm running one 2-man under. I'm going to go ahead and put this dude in the purple here. Maybe move him outside. And then that's when Dobson or your big athletic wide receiver comes into play, because then you can go over the top to him. For some reason, that purple decided he was going to lurk that. That was weird. That doesn't happen often, but hey, it is what it is. It's Madden for you. But 9 times out of 10, though, if he's in the purple, he's not going to cover that. Just wait for him to get beyond the defense, and then you can just go ahead and get a real big play over the top. Especially if he beats the press like crazy. Like, Dobson's not even a good wide receiver. They might go a flat zone. Let's just do that. And like I said, Dobson over the top. You don't really even have to pass lead it. Just just get it to him. Lob pass, and you can get a really big play, touchdown. Now, as far as the running back goes, it's 2 times you may want to throw to him. Like, say if they are lined up way over there and the guy covering the halfback is way over there, you can check it down. But most of the times, I don't like to make that pass, to be honest. You don't get enough yards. However, if they're trying to send like a blitz, something like this, I don't know, maybe they want to overload this right side here for the sake of it. They're sending some heat. Then you can quick dump it down to them. Maybe hit him a nice little double juke, hit him with a little spin. 2 best moves in the game. And just get a decent little pickup. You're not going to get nothing crazy from the halfback, especially against man. But if they are trying to send like a lot of pressure at you, it's better to get 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 2nd and 7 than it is to have 2nd and 13, 2nd and 15, something crazy like that. So, I'd rather get my 5 little quick yards than anything else. So that's pretty much that play against man defense. And like I said, as you can see, the Saints flood route, that little drag, the red route, he is actually on a dual route, and you're going to see why that's so effective right now against zone. He absolutely destroys zone. So against zone, you want to make sure you do smart route on Amendola. What that's going to do is create a flood on the left. We got Dobson taking the deep. We got Vereen taking the flat. And we got Amendola wide open in the corner. Or we have Dobson taking the deep zone. We have Amendola taking the purple or the flat. And then we have Vereen wide open in the flats. This dude Vereen gets wide open in the flats right away. Or, again, if he decides to shade deep and cover Amendola, then he's going to be wide open. Gronk, he doesn't do too much. Like you'll see here, Gronk's really not a good option against zone. He's pretty much there for a man beater. If you know they're playing zone, like for sure, you can, if you want to, you can put Gronk on a different route. Like you could streak him if you wanted to, because sometimes he'll get between the zones like this. But it's still a pretty risky pass. I really wouldn't recommend that pass. Another option, you could go ahead and put him on a flat if you wanted to. Something like this. Like I said, you're not going to get a whole lot, but maybe if they're blitzing off the right side, I don't know. Let's say they don't have a flat zone. Let's say they try to send a blitz like this. Then you can probably precision down and get a decent pickup here if they don't have a flat zone. But if they got a flat zone, he's not a good option. But anyways, moving on to our main reads here. This whole left side, and then Edelman. Dobson, he's pretty much just going to be our face catcher against zone. If they get one-on-one, like for instance, if you start beating them with Edelman and Amendola and Vereen, they're probably going to bring a guy over here, maybe do a flat purple. and then maybe they're gonna lurk Vereen here, or not Vereen, but Edelman. And so if that happens, then you can go ahead and get your one. Oh my gosh, this computer and these block shots is crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and put these idiots in the spies because Patriots offensive line is the worst. Okay, so let's go ahead and put him in a purple over here. And then what you're going to see is we can go ahead and get a nice little, wait till the little corner turns around. Then you can go ahead and get a face catch right there. Just click on and just make a play. So if you get one-on-one, you can make that happen. Against a stock cover 3, oh my gosh, dude. Like, look at this. It just completely comes in untouched. I don't know. I don't understand it. But if you play against cover 3, that safety will come over there and he will jump it. But let's say they're in a cover 2, or if they use it as safety or anything like that, then he will be open for the one-on-one. If he gets one-on-one, you got him. If not, he's taking away 2 defenders. He's already done his job. So, like I said, we're going against this cover 3. Check it down real quick to this halfback. And you can get like 5 yards almost every time. Even if they shade underneath, we're going to go ahead and shade underneath this time. And we're going to pass commit. That usually makes the flat zones play a little shallower. Look at this. He's still wide open. He only got 1 yard. But let's say they're sending pressure, anything like that. Like I said, it's better to get 1 yard than it is to lose 5. So that's always a quick check down. And if they don't do that, then like I said, you're going to get nasty right here. You just, beat the first guy, you're going to get 5. If you don't beat the first guy, you probably get 3 yards. And you can also get out of bounds against zone. And just quick check down. We actually lost 2 yards that time. So pretty much just watch the flat defender. Nobody goes over there, though. Or I waited like about a second. Look at this. Wait for him to stick with the wide receiver Dobson. He's going to cover him for a little bit. And then once he leaves him, that's a bad time to make the pass. But while he's going back, you can see he's continuing to drop back. That's when you want to make that pass. And you'll get, 3 to 5 yards. Like I said, nothing crazy, but it's definitely a good hot read. And then once that flat zone comes down, all right, so Davis is just destroying this left tackle. New England, get yourselves a new left tackle. Like I said, smart route Amendola here for whatever reason. And he'll be wide open in that corner. That's pretty much the same way PA Fork works right there. You don't have to roll out. I just had to roll out because the D tackle on the right was just abusing him. But he'll be wide open. Nice little corner route. So we got the 3 routes on the left. And then we've talked about Gronk. Now the last route is the zone killer. Because this route here, triangle, he does not get covered versus zone. Just wait. Just let him sit there and wait. Like, he gets open every time. He's not going to get a lot of yards by any means. But he will be open every single time. And he's going to get 2 or 3 yards every single time. Now, that's effective because it doesn't matter what zone they play. We'll go into a cover 2, pass commit, shade underneath. It doesn't matter. He's open every time. He might not be open right away, but if you wait, just make the pass. So, like I said, it's nasty. Let's go ahead and do that again. Pass commit. We're going to put a couple of these guys in spies for whatever reason. Like I said, they don't want to block for me today. Just wait. Look at that. Gets 5 yards. You can cut up field right away, too. That's another nice thing. Some routes in the games, you can't cut up field right away. But in particular, this route is just nasty for that. So you just wait, drop back. Dude plays him. Dude drops back. And bam. You got 5 yards. So that linebacker, sometimes he won't even come cover him at all. Sometimes he'll cover him for like a second. Just wait. And he'll drop back. And then as soon as he drops back, you can make the pass. You will need a little bit of time. So if your opponent is sending crazy pressure, then you're gonna have to go somewhere else. But hopefully you're not getting block shedded in like 0.5 seconds because this is absolutely ridiculous. But we'll do it one more time for you guys. Wait for him to drop back, and bam, you got 5 yards. So that's that play. I know this video took about 15 minutes, but we did look at it against each type of defense and each read. And pretty much kind of went into a little bit of everything. Like I said, key things, face catcher on the outside, stop the auto drop back, and then smart route Amendola. That's just about it. That's pretty much how your play is going to look. If they run a lot of man, again, you can keep them on this. But again, zone, it's not the best option because, again, that flat zone is going to be able to cover both Amendola and the flat, and it doesn't really create a true flood because one dude can cover both of our dudes, and that's never a good thing. But him on a smart route, he will get open once he hits the corner. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been real. It's been fun. Monster Chappie signing out. Till the next time, we gone.